What's up, YouTube? It's your boy DR2727. Shout out to my Transformers collectors, 1/12 scale collector, whatever you collect, shout out to you. And this month's video for May 2026 is the Mount Rushmore of MP figures. And I'm just doing this video because I think that MP has evolved and I think there's some iconic figures that got MP to the state that it is in now. And I want to chronicle it. But before we get started, let's give a background. According to Gemini, Google AI, the definition of the Mount Rushmore of, this refers to a metaphorical top four list or the ultimate iconic representatives of a specific field. And we're going to take that and apply it to MP Transformers. And let's start with the most recognizable, the most iconic. Of course, it's MP10. And I'm saying this because without him, none of this would be possible. Like, Takara did an MP version before, but it didn't have the impact the MP10 had. And we can do that in another video and talk about why it wasn't as iconic. But for the purposes of this video, we're saying MP10 is the atom of this, it's the beginning, it's the first one. And he birthed something. He birthed a genre of Transformers collector that has done probably 8 to 9 figures worth of revenue, and the collecting is still going to this day. Second on our Mount Rushmore is Fans Toys Quakewave. And quite simply, he kind of validated third party in the MP space. Now, hold on. We had third party before this, like Make Toys, Fans Project, had been killing it. This was something different. With this figure, Fans Toys kind of introduced that heftiness, that heaviness, and putting die cast all through the figure, adding paint to the figure, even though it was a lot of paint accents and plastic. That build that we come to expect from an MP figure, articulations, all the things we take for granted today, this figure was the first one to prove that third party could do that in the MP space. And not only did it validate third party as a whole, but it put Fans Toys singularly on the map. You can't have an MP Mount Rushmore or any Transformers Rushmore without Toy World Devastator. And it isn't that this figure is the best. It created something that outlived it and is still used to this day. And it's parts forming. Parts forming, this birth parts forming, and parts forming is so prevalent. It's done at every scale by every company to make a combiner. Combiners are so important in Transformers right now. And so Toy World introduced this. They did it for stability purposes. They did it to keep the bots looking a certain type of way purpose. Whatever the reasons they did it, they struck gold with this. And if there was a such thing as IP for this space, they would be trillionaires based on the IP of this parts forming gimmick. And the final, and probably the most controversial figure on my Mount Rushmore, is Fans Toys Quietus. And I'm saying this because it introduced us to a fully painted metallic paint figure. Before that, I went and checked Fans Toys release schedule, and they painted figures, not fully. Like, I think up until this point, Hound was the closest they had to a fully painted figure. And then Galvatron had kind of a metallic-ish paint. But this was the first figure they fully brought everything together and gave you that metallic paint. And it raised the bar for what we expect from a figure in the paint, from a paint standpoint. I remember I did a Transformers toe-to-toe with my wife, and I remember when I put them both together, she said she physically liked the x-transbots better, but the Fans Toys paint was on another level. And that's what I mean by it should be on the Mount Rushmore. Like, it's birthed something. It's birthed an expectation that will outlive the figure. Now you see everybody, x-transbot, Dreamstar Toys, adding that top-level metallic paint to their figures, and it's all because of what this started. Yeah, so that's my Mount Rushmore of MP Transformers figures. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks as always for watching.